Okay, Monday 15th of April 2024. So there's always a third option. There's always really a fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, eighth, ninth. Infinite options. The more you think about something, the more options there will be. The more options there will be than you initially would have thought or imagined or perceived or hoped or dreamt or whatever. That's an interesting thing about life and business that I've noticed, where the more you understand, the more you learn about the world, understand the world, different topics and processes and things and how things work and what will happen if you don't, whatever else, you can conceptualize more options and choices for yourself in life, in business, and you name it. Now, more choices, that's nice. We want choices in life. We want to have more options in life. That's priceless. The more options we have, the better our lives are. And that's in economics. That's an interesting topic. But nonetheless, we want options and choices. Now, the more we understand about the world, the more inquisitive we are, more curious, the more knowledgeable, more worldly, you could say, that we are, the more options we can create for ourselves. The more we understand how things work. So if we're unleashing our curiosity through ChatGPT, and then we are asking questions, we are learning, we are feeding our curiosity, we know how things work, we can create more options. Because options come from being able to connect dots. That's what I've noticed. Also, what entrepreneurship I've kind of noticed is being able to connect dots. This website and this over here and that over there. So on initial glance, you only do that. But because you know about this tool over here and that website over there and this over here, and you've got this over here, you've got this tool or whatever, you can do more stuff with this one particular thing. You create more options for yourself. That's priceless. And our lives just get better because we've got more choices and options. Perfect. We can do more stuff with it. We can justify, we can create, we can imagine, we can build. You understand the rest. Now, it seems to be that you reach a point where you understand so many things, you can really create infinite options, infinite choices. Yeah, there's so many things you can do. Airbnb, hotel, airplane, ferries, whatever else, this, that, the other, whatever else. Perfect. Amazing, powerful, priceless, nice. So then it's down to you to go out into life and do stuff with those options. Because an acquaintance of mine talked about some business idea that someone had. I can't remember the details at all. Importing something. I can only guess. And he was saying, no, it wasn't that. It was He was talking about criminals. That's it. Criminals that were growing certain plants, whatever. And then he said that had they thought about it for 5 more minutes, they could have grown a legal plant and brought it to market legally. But they opted for the more difficult choice, the illegal route. Difficult. Okay. Now, he said, I remember him saying that had they thought about it for a little extra time, they would have realised that they could have grown something else, like quinoa or something. I vaguely remember that being mentioned. Growing quinoa. Okay, fine, very good. So that then proved that we want options in life. Just think about something a little extra, because we've got more knowledge, more understanding, more alternatives. So quinoa, carrots, I don't know what else. Then hey, grow that instead, and you got fewer problems. You will have fewer problems and more options. Priceless. And then at the same time, it's like, well, what do you want to do in life? Do this or this? Well, there's ways of combining it. I can remember coming across someone, this is like eight or so years ago, and he wasn't sure what to do in life, and he was being pushed in a certain route, and I explained to him that it's possible you can combine any kind of skill with social media. Whoa, it's nice and windy today. You can combine any kind of skill with social media and make money off that. You can combine this skill and that skill, and here's the overlap, like a Venn diagram, create something unique and priceless, a unique business model. Well, of course, makes sense. And that requires creativity, that requires awareness. You know, what's out there in the world, combining things in different ways. Whoa, nice and windy, all right. Ooh. So yes, that's powerful, being able to create new, and that's how we innovate as well, by having unique ideas, more cool concepts, combining this is interesting actually, this is called trend stacking as well. Trend stacking, we're combining like trends, big global trends, that are meaningful, that are going to last a long time, combine them in different ways to create a more unique business model. You know, like education, videos, English and Spanish, and content creation. And that's one business, that's something in particular, but nonetheless. So trend stacking, combining unique things together to create more options, more choices. You think you got this business here, how else can we combine it and make it more unique? What can we combine it with? Well, you name it. And then I was doing a lot of research recently with ChatGPT-4, looking at different industries, different kinds of sectors and whatever else that have different business models, different first principles. And I was thinking, how can I combine this topic here, this specific obscure bit of fact, mathematical or scientific fact in the manufacturing industry, to my business over here, something completely unrelated, powerful, creates more options, creates more choices. It allows me to be more innovative and doing more things. Priceless. So there's always more options. There was a third, fourth, fifth, sixth, seventh, infinite options in life. It's just a question of how curious are you, how aware are you, what do you know, what can and can't work. You know, you name the rest. But otherwise, you'll see me tomorrow.